being able to observe, even when the space we're in feels really big. So maybe you're having a conversation with somebody and they don't agree with you, you don't agree with them. Or maybe something happened at work or with your child or with your relationship. It doesn't matter, your own thought. You have a thought about yourself and it's not one that you want to have. No matter what experience it is, we talk about observing. And so I wanted to bring that into the call here today to give you some understanding that may be possibly assisting someone who's hearing me, No matter what experiences we have, comfortable or uncomfortable, observation is a gift. And I know sometimes when things are uncomfortable, it's maybe not so easy to become observant, but it is your PowerPoint. What do I mean by that? When you are in any experiential space, having any now, feeling any feelings, thinking any thoughts, and you're able to take a second to observe, to mentally, yes, and emotionally, and even maybe through your imagination with a visual, step back. Step back from the argument, step back from the disagreement, step back from the unwanted thought, step back from whatever this is that you're experiencing, comfortable or uncomfortable, really. Step back for a moment now and then throughout your day, and you can try it more with the comfortable, it's easier, but you'll get better at it with the uncomfortable as well. And we should do it in both places. Why? Because the moment you step back and you just take a breath and you just get curious and you observe, why do I find this comfortable? Why do I think this is beautiful? Why do I find this uncomfortable? Why do I think this is not good, And with the distance, with the, space that you have given yourself, and that's very important for you to hear me, the space you've given yourself, then you get curious and you observe, and in that moment, you have the opportunity to become aware of another space of you, aware of a belief you might hold that's making you feel uncomfortable or making you feel comfortable, whatever it is. And that awareness allows you, to move into a state of empowerment. See, when you're in an experience and it's uncomfortable and you aren't happy to have to experience it, and it may be bringing up a lot of feelings of anger or rage or fear or sorrow or hurt or whatever it is, when you're in it and you're feeling all of that and you don't step back, you don't remember you are more, you're having an experience, you're not the experience. When you don't step back, the experience gets all up in your face because you got all up underneath it. Yes. And so it is, and it feels bigger to you, than you are, because you've given your power over, in a sense, to it, and the experience has received all your focus from your now view of the human you, separated out from your wholeness, your eternalness, But when you take a step back, when you even intend or think or say or all of the above to yourself, this is uncomfortable, but I'm going to step back for a minute and take a breath. And the other person can be going at it. It doesn't matter. You mentally step back. You take a breath. And you pay attention. Yes, that's observing. You pay attention. That's observing. You pay attention. But who's paying attention and where are you paying attention from? You're not up underneath it anymore. It's not bigger than you anymore. It still may feel very uncomfortable. But you're back here, and you're allowing yourself to hold the intention that your wholeness, your eternalness, your eons old, for goodness sakes, could you please look at it from that vantage point? When you let your wholeness see with you, through you, you are healing the separation vibration in your being. That fear factor vibration that says you're all alone in this. No one's going to save you. You're all alone. Yes, but when you step back, you take one breath, more if you can, and you observe, you watch the individual you're having the space with, or the space itself, or the thought, and you think, and you allow, and you ponder, and you lean in for a moment from that observer point of view, of the vantage point of an eternal being. How the heck would an eternal being read this situation, interpret this moment, feel about this space? Eternal beings, they process things very differently. I'm sure you can imagine that. You can imagine how an eternal being, maybe for you that's an angelic, an angel, how would they process this if they were dealing with it? You say, oh, I'm not an angel, I'm a human. But you are an eternal being inside a human form. There's no separation unless you allow it. This is the lifetime you designed to remember who you are. And this life you're having and these experiences you're having are perfectly designed by you, aligned by you, to bring you the messages you need to hear so that you can gain that observer standpoint, open that awareness of that eternal wholeness, and begin to live from that higher vibrational space of yourself. What happens when you do that? You interpret differently. You feel differently about what you're hearing. Does it make it perfect? Does it make it easy as, can be? Eventually. But at first, it's like baby steps, Yes, in learning how to be, really implement and be this higher version of yourself through your now form. Because you are this higher version. You just haven't been utilizing it. People say, can you activate my gifts? Can you activate my, abilities? Yes. This is how you activate them. You have to be them. Energy does not get to run in your life, an energy of peace, an energy of love, an energy of abundance, an energy of health, an energy of power, empowerment. It can't run unless you are giving it a vibrational avenue in which it can do so. That's how powerful you are. And you implement it through your thoughts. You implement it through your words. You implement it through your feelings. You implement it through your actions. Yes. And you are very good at being you. So as you remember more of who you are, and even if that means imagining it for a little while, that's a powerful tool. Imagine you are this eternal wholeness within this form, having a now. How do you want your now to go? Think of that from that empowerment and space of yourself, The space is important. When you step back, you are offering a space between you, in a sense, and the experience, the thought, the space that you were in that you didn't like. When you step back, even in an, visual sense, right? You take a breath, that's a step back. That's giving you a buffer. It's giving you a little bit of breathing room so that you can allow yourself to not be wrapped up in what's happening, but you're remembering you're the one who's having the space, and the space is not having you. All right. So I talk about it all the time, I know, but it's such a powerful understanding. And everyone is implementing in their own way. Some are just beginning to implement and act on these understandings and see shifts and changes. And some have been doing it for a while and they feel very comfortable with it. And some it's second nature now and it's just who you are. Everybody is doing it in their own way and everybody is moving down their own path. Trust yourself. Allow your flow. You're not too late. You're not too early. You're right on time. And you're right where you need to be. And you're eternal. And you're having a now. You're having a now. And remembering that allows you to take back your power, Holy One, and begin to create and direct your now from that conscious awareness of who you are. I'm honored to walk with you. Honored to walk with you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do so. And thank you for choosing to walk with me. And however you are doing so, whether it's through my YouTube content, whether you're part of my Acasma family of light, whether you're on my Patreon platform, my other social sites of Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, wherever you're finding me and connecting with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm honored to be this space with you. So I'll lay this at your feet, Holy Ones. Blessings upon you. Yakane anakoa te ata otonoa. Opoa ye yananea. Opoa ye yananea. Ya! Yananea. Yananea. Blessings upon you.